Alrighty, everybody, welcome to the 2025 CCS Season 7 Fall Semester SCC Tournament Championship game presented by the Sideline Sports Network. I'm your host, Nation Rowan, Commissioner of the Collegiate Conference Series here this fall. Is number 1 South Carolina takes the number 2 Florida. South Carolina winners of last season's SCC tournament. This is Florida's 3rd appearance all time in the SCC tournament final. They have yet to win it. They've lost to number 1 Missouri 2 seasons ago and lost to number 1 Tennessee 3 seasons ago. Now a chance at redemption. We'll see if third time is the charm for the Gators of Florida as they take on number 1 South Carolina, coming off of a win in 6 over Missouri, as Florida comes off a win in 4 over Tennessee. As Florida did not win last season's tournament, although they were rewarded with the number 1 seed in the CCS championships, they have never won the SCC tournament. South Carolina looking to go back-to-back after last season's showcase with Tennessee in the SCC final. As South Carolina, Florida, number 1 and number 2, here this fall in CCS's biggest season yet. As we're underway in Game 1, the Gators in blue, the Gamecocks in maroon. And we're underway in Game 1, Florida trying to get things started on the right foot. They've played in 2 SCC championship games and have never won it though. South Carolina, this is their 2nd appearance in the SCC tournament final. They've won it. Their only time they've been a part of it last season against Tennessee. Now a chance to go back-to-back and punch a straight trip to the championships on their own will. The Gator defense is going to be tested early here as Og tries to get the offense started for the Gamecocks as South Carolina again coming in probably as underdogs. This Florida team that has been dominant for the last year or so across the SEC. This game 1, the first 60 seconds off the mark, and coming up after this, number 1 Akron takes on number 3 Ball State as Akron comes off a Triple Crown year last year and a look for a 4th straight national title later on this year. But right now, South Carolina, Florida still tied at 0-0. Trying to bury the first time, they will. 1-0. .347 to go. South Carolina lead by 1. Og puts the Gamecocks ahead by the first one here. Now Florida looking to respond as SJT wants a second turnip. We'll take that one wide right and off the ceiling. Florida unable to respond there. Larry will find the initial clear for the Gator defense as Florida still stifled at the opening minute 30 as South Carolina trying to put together another good possession here that leads to a goal for the Gamecocks as Florida now a chance to go the other way as Larry punts it back to his teammate and Tap and Tammy trying to get this offense rolling again. As South Carolina so far so good through 2 minutes. That shot good from SJT. 2-0, 2:59 in the Gamecocks double to 2-0. SJT from midfield gonna find goal 2 just beyond Hammy Crackers in the goal line. 2:59 to go. South Carolina lead 2-0. Now Hammy Crackers trying to play hero ball as Larry broken up by all. Good bump there from Hammy in the backfield. Gonna relieve some pressure from the Florida offense trying to attack as SJT into the corner finds Larry. It's no good. Broken up by Og. And South Carolina's defense remains unscathed for now as half the game behind us here at 2-0 favoring South Carolina. Now Larry from the backfield broken up. It's Turnip trying to fire a third. It's no good. Hammy Crackers able to retrieve it there, and the clock will tick on as USC a chance for 3. Now Larry finds himself in a 1-on-2 as a lead blocker. It's going to be no good. Wide left as South Carolina unscathed again. Turnip fires. Larry off the save. SJT by his lonesome. Sap sky high here. SJT feeds Turnip. These two teams did not play this season. Their last meeting came in the SEC tournament semifinal last season. And the Gamecocks won it in 6 over number 1 in the country, Florida. Minute 26 to play at SJT. Gonna find 3. 123. And the Gamecocks triple their lead. 83 seconds left. And South Carolina up 3-0. Florida still hunting goal 1. There it is. Hammy Crackers buries an immediate response for the Gator offense. Comes off the kickoff. There's the 4th goal of the game and the series. Hammy Crackers puts Florida on the board. $80 seconds to go. Florida back within 2. And all of a sudden, this becomes a bit more manageable as the Gators trail 2 instead of 3 with just north of a minute to go. Now Sap open net. There's 2. 56 seconds. Florida within 1. The comeback has been started. South Carolina beat over the middle. 3-2. The Gators within 1. Hammy Crackers and Sap getting the offense going. 2 straight unanswered. Now South Carolina looking to hang on to a 1-goal margin. Good 50s there for South Carolina. Larry, though, trying to feed Hammy across. He'll take it with control here over 1. Now Og alone. There's plenty of boost to use. Sap in no man's land there. Hammy Crackers trying to challenge SJT and Og. Looking for the read. It's going to be no good. The save is Sap on the goal line. Florida still hang on. They're up by 1 as South Carolina. 15 to go. As South Carolina trying to run this clock out. That's not the touch Larry wanted. As he'll feed Sap across space. Hammy now with nothing will grab the midfield boost. They got to keep this ball alive and go the whole field as South Carolina let it go for 4. 4-2 the final. Game 1 goes to the Gamecocks. As South Carolina take game 1, 4-2 the final score. We head on to game number 2. Florida had a 2-goal run late with a chance to tie things up. South Carolina buries a 4th on 0 seconds with the Gamecocks. 13 total shots to Florida's 9. Game 2. South Carolina looking for a 2-0 advantage. Florida Hammy, a double attempt is no good. Wide left. SJT able to clean that one up. Og launching forward here as a teammate upfield as well. Larry will snipe that one to the corner. We play on. South Carolina and Florida even at 0. Now Hammy Crackers in pursuit. He's taken away by Turnip. Off the demo, we're going to relieve some pressure off of South Carolina's back end. It's the Gamecocks to South Carolina. Give up 1. Larry makes it 1-0. There's the first lead of the night for Florida. Four minutes, 20 seconds. Florida lead 1. SJT fires, scores 1-1. 4:08 to go. South Carolina back within striking distance here. 1-1 with 4:08 to play. As South Carolina quick to respond. 1-1 as the series shifts on to game 2. Florida already starts to feel like a must-win after the way last game went. Don't want to get into an 0-2 hold too early. Oh, redirect, no good. Hammy Crackers just off the post into the side wall here. Florida hang on, 1-1. As 3:45 to go, near chance for a 2-1 lead for South Carolina. The Gamecocks still have a lot of pressure down on Florida here. Zog, another attempt gone by the wayside. The Gamecock offense so still in pursuit as SJT recollects, will avoid a defender. Og to his right side, fires. It's broken up by Sapp. And Larry has to clear Florida, avoid a goal for now. There's a shot by Larry, no good. Cleared wide right by SJT. Now Florida back under pressure here. SJT goes for a reset, no good. Og fires, little high. Rebound is not on target there. SJT. Good 50 back to Larry. Florida still with control. Turnip gonna put it in opportunity for South Carolina, but unfortunately that one gone by the wayside of Demo. There for Larry. Power play for the Florida defense. There's 2 kills for Hammy Crackers. Zog breaks that offensive attack up there for the Florida offense is off. Big clear pass, Hammy Crackers defensively. And now Florida back to receive the clear as Hammy. There's a 1 reset. Will take his time trying to bait in defender. A second reset. Now back to Seth. Florida's offense will re-enter the zone. Gets to Hammy, double. It's going to be good for 2. 2:13 to go. Florida lead. Hammy Crackers baits in 2 defenders, feeds it to Sapp over the third, and it's a 2-1 score. Florida back in front. SJT down to Turnip, good, 2-0. It's a quick response, 2:02 to go. It's South Carolina back to level. As the Demo on the far side opens up the net, 2-2, 2s across the clock. And this ball game is back to equilibrium with just 2 minutes to play in game number 2. South Carolina trying for 3. Og fires, no good. A couple of attacks there for the Gamecock offense, but nothing able to find its way through for 3 as Hammy Crackers will keep that one out. It's been a Florida defensive masterclass here in game 2 so far. A couple of really good looks for South Carolina, unable to go through. Larry into the back wall. It's cleared away. That was Turnip on the save. Now back to Hammy. Larry into the backboard. Og. Downward touch to the left corner. Will feed it through. And they'll re-enter. Hammy Crackers feeds Larry. Finds Hammy. He's broken up by SJT in center field. There's a Demo in the left corner. Going to get some pressure going for South Carolina. Turnip fires. And Larry comes up with the save for the Gators. Big kill there for Larry. Possession back to Florida. Turnip. 2-on-1. Gets the Demo. 3-2. The Gamecocks lead. 43 seconds. And Turnip with the lead blocker finds a third. Now South Carolina trying to hang on to a 1-goal margin for 30 seconds in a win. SJT trying to get through the defense one more time. Is Sap going to cut that one off? 30 seconds to play here in regulation. Game 2 and a do or die for Florida. Sammy Crackers, time to play hero ball, my friend. 10 seconds to go. Florida needs something late here. Will they get it? It does not look too likely. 3 to go. Florida out of time. They got one more possession. Off the ceiling is Hammy. Will take his time. The shot fired. Oh, able to break it up. Florida not dead yet. Sap broken up. There's the clear. That one will wrap it up. South Carolina lead by 2. Two nothing for South Carolina. Just 3 for 16 though gets the job done. As Florida goes 2 for 6 here in Game 2. The series shifts to Game 3 at 2-0 for South Carolina. South Carolina, another 1-goal margin of victory here in Game 2. As Florida trail 0-2 after just 10 minutes, and Florida led it for a good portion of Game 2, and things went south for the Gators. Now on to Game 3. Florida trying to turn things around as South Carolina has had complete under control so far through 10 minutes.
3, 2, 1, go!
Game 3 underway on DFH, Florida. Now it's really do or die. You do not want to go into an 0-3 hole against South Carolina in the conference championship game. It's the Gamecocks so far have looked stellar in the demo. Florida will hold the line here for now, but South Carolina can start to feel it a little bit. That pressure is building up, but it favors the Gamecocks. As Turnip flip reset broken up. That was Larry on the stop there for the Florida defense. Now Turnip alone there is broken up. SJT starts the possession for South Carolina. He's got a flip. He'll take his time, goes under, back for Og as South Carolina retrieve it. Back to Florida though, is Sap going to break in. Turnip around one, going to feed it around a second. Larry's going to make the clear and reels a pinch, but it's broken up. Turnip keeps this ball in blue territory. So there's a clear there for Larry. Good redirect just off the mark though. South Carolina will recollect and enter the blue zone. This one on the mark. Larry wide right clear here as Florida in trouble, out of boost. South Carolina just trying to find ways to put more shots on target. Had 16 shots last game and connected on 3 of them.
And it's denied.
3:13 and change remains on the clock here. South Carolina, so much built-up pressure in blue territory. SJT not going to get to that one in time. We'll feed it back to Turnip. That shot broken up. Hammy Crackers off the save. Florida will re-enter the red zone as SJT brings it back to neutral territory. And Florida, this offense has got to find its rhythm soon. And South Carolina still in control as this offense has put Florida's defense through a blender. Oh my goodness, what a redirect there. That one just off the mark, wide to the left as Sap clears it. SJT redirect from Turnip attempt is going to be no good. As Og fires, Larry off the save. SJT rebound is 50 wide left as well. Now SJT still able to recollect possession. for the Gamecock offense. All get to the backboard. SJT redirect is sent away by Hammy Crackers. Now turn up with a full tank. Over one off the ceiling. Sap is there. Hammy will find a touch. South Carolina still with control. Turnip back to SJT. Larry clears it away. Turnip still in the neutral zone around one. Now left alive is Hammy and Sap, and Turnip makes it 1-0. On 57, South Carolina lead one. And South Carolina putting on a clinic here tonight, or here this afternoon. So far, it's an early game. It's 3 p.m. my time, 4 Eastern. I think a lot of these guys just got out of class. I think some of these players are skipping class for this game as well. I could be wrong. But from what I read, I'm pretty sure South Carolina's got a couple of players that should be in the classroom right now. It's a minute 30 left to go. And Og now will take it by his lonesome. Florida down to Turnip. He's killed for his efforts. Sog into the backboard. Has SJT there. Make it 2-0. 113. As South Carolina just complete dominance so far. The minute 13 remaining. The Gamecocks lead 2. Florida in another deficit here, going to try to battle back down by 2. Similar story to game 1. Things just have not gone well here for Florida so far. The Gamecocks averaging 2 goals a game, but are looking at a shutout dead in the eyes here in game 3 unless Hammy can find a way to put away one, and he will. 2-1, they're within 1. 45 seconds left. Florida within 1 goal again. We'll see if they can get this one back to level. As Hammy Crackers and Florida now in desperation, or else it's an 0-3 hold. Hammy double. SJT off the save. Zap downward clear. It's going to be cleared away though by a Turnip. South Carolina, good bump there on from Larry. Gamecock offense trying to go to work one more time to put this game away. And look at an 0-3 hole for Florida. SJT into the backboard. It's going to be cleared away wide left as Florida out of time again. They got 8 seconds. That bounce is going to favor Florida, but there's no shot. Now Sap will take the rock in his hands here. No time on the clock. Can't keep it alive. South Carolina lead 3-0 after 15 minutes. Game 4, the Gamecocks go for 11 shots. So just Florida's 2 from Hammy. He goes 1 for 2. As South Carolina lead 3. And then another complete total control game for the Gamecocks. 11-2 in the shot count. South Carolina 1 win away from an automatic trip back to the CCS championships. Florida going to need 4 in a row, or else his 3rd attempt at winning the SEC tournament going to be all for nothing. As Florida looking at an 0-3 reverse sweep attempt now as their only way to win the SEC tournament. But it all starts with winning 1. We'll see if Florida can at least get 1 here. As game 4 are underway. And Florida now have got to find a way to win Game 4 and extend this series beyond a sweep. Yeah, South Carolina's looked great, BK. I mean, they've had a great last couple weeks. They played a couple of marquee non-conference games and came up just short. But they've looked very good in conference play, even upsetting Missouri twice. They've had quite the season. They're looking probably along the lines of a 3 seed, possibly a 2, depending on how the rest of this week shakes out. But again, Florida now in deep trouble as they trail the series by 3. It's 1 minute already off the clock here. South Carolina has led this shot count every single game so far. Last game 11-2. Game 2 was 16-3. And game 1 was 13-6. So it's been pretty lopsided across the shot count at least, but the games have been close. But South Carolina has always found a way to just build up so much pressure and win. But now game 4, chance for Florida to get back in this series. Turn up a double attempt is going to be no good. That one's got to go. And Florida, we're just going to leave this ball. It's an open net. Florida will find themselves. They lead 1-0. Florida 1-0, 3:27 to go. As number 1 Akron and number 3 Ball State up next after this. At around 5:10, 5:15 Eastern Standard Time. South Carolina trailing this time around. The second time this series they've trailed at any point, but they were quickly able to equalize the deficit earlier. We'll see if they get something quick here. It's 2 minutes off the clock. You guys finished 3rd in conference. PK Northern Illinois had a higher game difference, and you guys didn't play NIU, so the tiebreaker went to the Huskies, which made you guys the 3 seed. Nonetheless, again, you guys are top 2 in that conference anyway. It doesn't quite matter the number. But anywho, that's after this. Ball State Akron coming up next. So South Carolina, Florida, still at battle here. No, you did not. 69. You played 8 schools. They all voted on an 8-game schedule. Tried pushing to 9. 2 teams voted no. It had to be unanimous to play more than 8 games. It's 2:15 to go. South Carolina trying to put away its first here. Larry into the corner. I think y'all played Clemson and Purdue and lost to Clemson and beat Purdue, I believe, was the result of week 1 for South Carolina. But a minute 50 left to go. The Gamecocks still trailing SAT, a near opportunity as Florida trying to extend this one. Is again, the Gators has stepped up big so far, and a reverse sweep isn't out of the ordinary, I'd say, for Florida to pull off, but it's going to be tough to win 4 in a row here for the Gators. As Sapp going to launch forward. It's 90 seconds left to play, and I'm excited for the Akron game as well, BK, but I mean, Akron 3-0, the head-to-head spread in CCS over Ball State. We'll see if you guys can get the first win over Akron. As 1:10 remains on the clock here in game number 4. And South Carolina scored. This game's tied. And the chance for South Carolina to put Florida away. I didn't see that. But in CCS, it's been 3-0 Akron head-to-head wise. So, you know, beating them on their stopping grounds is tough, but I'm excited for it. Should be fun. As 48 seconds left remains in game 4. SJT off the clear set. 0-50 lost it back to turn up. South Carolina against the clock here, down 1. As they haven't had a shutout at all tonight, so this will be the first one through 4 games of Florida. Can hang on, there's a second. Sapp makes it 2-0. As Florida Gonna look ahead to game 5 if this one can hold off. As long as South Carolina does not trade this goal out quickly, Florida should be on to game 5 here. Barring a miracle, South Carolina do have time for at least one to get it back on the board here and avoid at least a shutout going into game 5. So I'm going to let this one roll. The clock will tick down and strike 0-0. And Florida going to avoid a sweep. There's one. Gators' reverse sweep attempt has officially been started. Three more. As South Carolina just needs one more. They're outshot for the first time tonight, too. 9-6, the shot count favoring the Gators. Amy Crackers picks up MVP, goes for 1 for 2 off of an assist and a save. As Larry picks up 2 saves defensively off of 5 shots, nothing to show for it. On the goal count is Florida, just 2 of 9 here in game 4, but it's enough to get the job done as South Carolina put away in a shutout effort for the first time tonight. South Carolina still multiple chances to put this one away before Florida can put away South Carolina. But game 5 are ready to roll as we'll see if Florida can send it to game 6. And we're underway. South Carolina, one more chance to get this one put away before Florida can really shift the momentum of this best of 7. This conference tournament always so exciting to watch. A lot of these teams are very good and very close in skill, and they're all good enough to beat each other. A Sap trying to put away goal 1. It's just wide right. And no good. One more look. Hammy Crackers. Weak shot attempt there, and Og will come away with possession for the Gamecocks. Turnip. Flip a reset. I think he got the flip, and now down to SJT. Fires and scores 1-0. 4:20 to go. There's 1 for South Carolina. The Gamecocks find themselves back on top 1. See if Florida can get a response here. Zog wants 2. It's going to be Larry off the save for the Gator defense. Now Sap around the corner, trying to feed it through. It's an own goal, 1-1. They traded out almost immediately. 4:08 to go. As Sap gets logged to own goal, making it 1-1 with just north of 4 minutes to go. Turnip, flip a reset. Gonna take his time. 2 defenders commit there. No double for Larry. It's SJT back to retrieve it. That's Sap off the clear. Florida trying to re-enter. And there's the clear from Sap back to the red territory. As Hammy shoots a little high. Now Florida got to race back here. Turnip trying to put that one through the uprights. No good. That one broken up wide to left is SJT. Gonna leave this one for Turnip. Actually finds an additional touch. 3:25 to go. Still a tie ball game. SJT did not get the flip there he wanted. It's Larry. He'll clear that one wide away. And now Log. Blocked by Larry. SJT fires to the corner. Hammy Crackers able to stop it. Now Sap, no boost. Want to go into 1-on-3. He'll take the left wall. Got around 1. Puts it in front of a second. No one home as Hammy's late to fire. That one just high. Hammy's in a slightly better position. He might have scored there in a redirect attempt. Just unable to connect for Turnip. Zog taking his sign flip reset. Has help there from SJT. So we're approaching halftime of Game 5. Both teams tied at 1. Ball remains in possession of South Carolina as Florida now back to defense. It's halftime now just behind us here. It's Florida trying to send us to Game 6 with a win as Hammy's alone will make the save. Sap around 2. Down to Larry. It's Turnip. He'll come away with the clear there. Big pitch across. Is anyone home? SJT waiting on the far side. Is sent away now Log. 2 defenders go. Larry upfield for the Gators. 100 seconds and change to go. Clock's still ticking. Not really against anyone quite yet if we have a tie ball game. This Game 5 could require overtime if this one will hold at 1-1. Hammy launching forward, has some help ahead of him with lead blocker as Turnip keeps this ball alive in blue territory. There's the clear out of harm's way for Florida. As Og will re-enter, flip reset. As 2 go again, Larry and Hammy off the double. SJT 50 down by Sap, South Carolina. Have possession here. SJT trying to get through the defense, and will that one on target won't go as Hammy Cracker saves it with a minute remaining to keep this ball game tied at 1 for now. 50 seconds left. Hammy with open space fires and he'll score 2-1. 45 seconds left to go. Florida lead by 1. Yeah, he's pretty much there, Chad. He's at 567. So, yeah, you guys are right. He's always good for at least one 600-point game with a bump. Makes it tied 2-2. 40 seconds. And South Carolina quickly equalize Game 5. 2-2 as South Carolina get this one going. And we're back to a tie ball game, and Florida's lead immediately squandered here in Game 5, and now we're back to desperation for the Gators. Sammy Cracker's hero ball to the left corner, no good. Redirect will be back by Larry. Sammy not quite at the 600 mark yet, but now still a chance to get there. 10 seconds to go. Game 5. In the waning seconds here, South Carolina. Last chance. Redirect is gonna be no good. Almost able to find its way through. That's over the last defender. Turnip keeps it alive. Og trying to drop it. Rebound is saved by Larry. And we have overtime. Game 5. Florida nearly put away there in the waning moments of Game 5 regulation. And now South Carolina, 1 goal away from being crowned conference tournament champions for a second straight season. And there's the open net. South Carolina win it. 4-1 the final. And South Carolina are your CCS Season 7 SEC tournament champions. 4-1 the final over number 2 Florida. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go to break. When I come back, number 1 Akron versus number 3 Ball State.